Sandy says read. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are going to talk about 3 books, and these are bird books. The first one up is A Honk in Your Heart, The Wisdom of Alex the Honking Bird by Anika Howells. Alex was an adorable little cockatiel who lived in Australia, and he had this awesome little sound he would make, which was a little honk, honk, honk. um, and I'm going to try not to cry on camera when I talk about him, but Alex did pass on earlier this year, and his son Dominic still lives with Anika. And I have to say, Anika, first of all, thank you for sharing Dom with us. I am aware of how difficult it is to keep going after the loss of such a wonderful, adorable little pet. I know. And thank you for completing the book, A Honk in Your Heart. I know this was not an easy thing to do. I'm going to discuss that later. I know it wasn't easy, but I thank you for this book because it is a heartwarming, inspiring, it's a joyful book. Alex, the honking parrot, the honking bird, he still brings joy to people. The way that Anika presents Alex and Dom on her social media platforms is uplifting. She doesn't just say, oh, here's my bird, he honks. No, she shows Alex doing fun things. She puts humor into the videos that she shows, and she puts an uplifting message behind the videos that she shows. It's inspiring and it's uplifting. And the book, A Honk in Your Heart, follows that pattern. I'm going to read one page for you, just one. I won't do away with your copyright. But first of all, look at this adorable picture of Alex. Oh my gosh, look at that adorable bird, right? Okay, and the message with that picture is: be patient with yourself. Take things one honk at a time. We are all just doing our best, and that's perfectly okay. Reading this book will take you 5-10 minutes if you just read through it. But I recommend, first, get this book, and second, take your time with it. Don't speed through it in 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, I wanted to look at all the pictures and see all the cuteness right away, but take your time, read these messages, absorb them, take them in, because right now, with all that we have happening in the world, these good, positive messages, they resonated with me, and I think they'll resonate with other bird owners and with other just people in general. I mean, the cuteness and the good messages, they work for everyone, not just bird owners. I'm going to leave a link to where to get this book in the description box below. But Anika, thank you for sharing Alex with us, and thank you for continuing to share Dom with us. He's a cutie. All right, now next up, I want to talk about Chicken Thoughts, Comics About Birds by Sarah Weimer. And this is a whole different emotion. This is all humor and fun. This is 85 pages of comics and cuteness, and it's adorable. And I want to say that Sarah's style is a simplistic, artistic style that is adorable. It's so cute. And the comics that she puts in here, the humor she puts in here, is spot on. I have had parrots in my life since 1999 when Petrie chose me and came home to live with me. And these birds in these comics they're spot on. I think this is exactly how parrots think. I'm going to show you one, not the whole thing, not throwing the copyright out the window, but look at this. This bird, he would rather his owner come pick him up than fly. And you guys, that is absolutely the way my birds act. I have one conure who will fly because he likes it, I guess. I don't know. But all my birds, they will, they do that little wing flutter thing that means I want to be where I'm pointing, and they will squawk and expect me to come pick them up. And I do, because they're spoiled and I'm trained. But this book is It's adorable, and it's a great Christmas present for any bird lover in your life. So I'm going to leave a link to it in the comment field below, the description box below as well. Then I want to talk about How to Train Your Human, a guide for parrots. Now, I wrote this one, but I wrote it from the point of view of Petrie, my sun conure, who is the greatest, most adorable sun conure to ever grace our planet. This book is 83 pages. It includes 3 of Petrie's favorite treat recipes. And I also put in there the base chopped veggie mashup recipe that I use for my birds, which, you know, you should manipulate and add to and take from and do with. Let's see. The 30,000 foot view of my book is, it's a guide to companion parrot care told from the parrot's point of view. And it is the stuff you wouldn't think to Google. Like when you go to the pet store and you buy a budgie or a conure or a finch, or if you go to the rescue and you adopt a parrot, you might not necessarily get big fact sheets or a book that tells you how to take care of your bird. You might not think to Google, hey, can I use the self-cleaning function on my stove? Well, no, you can't ever use the self-cleaning function on your stove ever again, because it will kill your birds. And that kind of stuff you might not think to Google. Well, we talk about it. Petrie talks about it in the book. The part of the proceeds for this book go to help Ziggy's Haven Bird Sanctuary, which is like 15 minutes down the road from me. Awesome folks. I will put a link to their page in the comment field below. Is that all we need to talk about? Oh, I know what I'm forgetting to tell you. Petrie's book won a indie book. I never get this right. A 2020 Best Indie Book Notable Indie from Shelf Unbound. It's got an award. There you go. Is that everything? I think that's enough for tonight. I really enjoyed Anika's book about Alex. Good uplifting stuff there. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon, because my uploading is totally random. And you hear the birds in the background, right? Yeah, they're after their evening treats. It's time for that. Thanks so much, you guys. See you next time.